You're listening to the Midnight Fusion Podcast with your hosts, Sam, Alec, Den, and Josh.
Hello!
Hello!
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
I was like expecting this big elaborate introduction and then just dropped off.
What?
Didn't have the energy. Yeah, welcome to episode 9. 999.
9,
Turn it upside down.
6.
We actually... Yeah. Okay.
It is 9. No, it's 9. I double checked.
We did,
It's
yeah.
not. Is it not over? You know.
It's not
It's
over.
over
It's not-
9.
Well, yeah, just 9.
Hey, no, that's for later.
If we ever get to episode 9,000, you can make the joke.
No, you just say it's
9001.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
That's a
in
long time from now.
25,000 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
This is episode over 9,000.
Yeah. It's
You remember that meme? I'm dying.
now I can die happy because I finally made the joke. Oh.
So, episode 9.
Whoa, wait, back it up a minute. This is important. At the rate we're going, how many years would it take to actually get to episode 9,000 if we released on a consistent
I'm not
basis?
doing math.
Hold on. I'll catch it. So
Somebody's
basically, we're
doing
doing
math.
like
Why?
at the moment we're doing one a month. So that's
Yeah.
So we'd need to do another 8,992 episodes after this one. Times that by, let's say 30 days because I can't be bothered. 269,760 days. Divide that by 365.
We'd be dead.
That's 739 years. So no, we won't be doing that unless you want to pass this podcast. I'm gonna get the
Down
word.
to our children's and our children's
Yeah,
children.
to pass
our
it through the
children's
generations and say, you must do every month for an hour a podcast. If you do, eventually in the year plus 2015, 2754, someone will make that joke.
And by that point, they're like, what is
What
a
was this joke about
podcast?
again? Yeah,
Nobody will know what that joke means.
What's
It'll
a
be like a
podcast?
VHS.
And
What we need to do is make
what were they talking about?
What we need to do is make it sound like it's some like elaborate family curse, or like the person who does this will be rewarded with endless treasures.
Yep. Just like there was, I can't remember the exact story, but there was a game company, and they have a puzzle where the puzzle was like a few years ago, but the next clue to the puzzle is going to open in like 50 years' time. And whoever, it was Trials, not the most recent Trials, the one before that. Shit, what was it called? Trials Fusion, or is that the most recent one?
I think it's Trials Fusion. That's the only one I know of.
Yeah.
There was an Atari game that was like that.
Oh yeah, Trial. It's basically Excite Bike, but in 3D.
Yeah, the Atari game was not Excite Bike at all.
No.
No, that was I think it was called like Sword Quest.
Yeah, and you got like a wonderful prize for winning.
Yeah, you had
And
to,
then it
you
gave
had to
up like
sign
2
up.
of them.
Yeah, well, it's because that's when they went bankrupt. That was
Yeah.
the video game crash. But yeah, you signed up for it, and I think you had to send in some fee. But then whoever signed up, they would get in the mail. They'd get the first game and a comic book, and then they'd have to solve puzzles in the game, and then it would tell them a page to turn to.
That's right.
And then you had to look for a clue, and then there was so many words, like there was like hidden words, and then you had to make a sentence out of the hidden words, but some of the hidden words weren't part of the sentence.
It was It was called Sword Quest.
Yeah, and they released I think Earth World, Water World, and Fire World. They released either the first 3 or just the first 2, but the third one got
You're
leaked.
right. There were 3, and then the 4th one was never released.
Yeah,
Was
Air
Kevin
World.
Costner part of Waterworld?
I hope so.
Yes. But no, they won like actual prize. Like one of them was like a golden sword or something.
Yeah, I think that was going to be the final one. Because there was you can win. The first one was like a pendant, and then there was a Holy Grail chalice looking thing, and then there was the alchemist. Yes.
The prizes were worth $150,000.
What?
Lord.
Yep.
Yeah.
No
I've got
wonder
it-
the
I've
big
got it
game
here.
crash happened.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't actually say what the the prizes were.
We can't afford to make any more video games. We spent too much money making that golden sword.
Well, apparently, like one of the Atari guys hung on to the most expensive one.
Yeah,
Of
there's
course they did.
I believe it was James Rolfe, Angry Video Game Nerd. He did a video on him.
Yeah, that's right. I remember
And-
where it came from.
Yeah, he said that it was rumored that one of the guys, one of the big wigs that used to be at Atari, I forget his name, but people have seen the sword in his living room.
Yeah.
Like
Jack,
on the wall.
oh, here we go. Jack Tramiel, the founder of Commodore International, who purchased the remnants of Atari after the video game crash, and after he left Commodore as well. So he had the crown, the Philosopher's Stone, and the sword. But after
You'll
he
never
died
get
in
me.
2012, no word on the prizes has been relayed.
Looks like we got a quest on our hands, boys.
Yep, we need to find those 3 treasures.
Dibs on being warrior.
Damn it.
Hey, Bard.
Mage.
No. Oh, that means I have to be the healer. God damn it.
I have cleric.
Expect to die a lot. Here, there we go. There's our bit of nostalgia for the week.
Yeah. Well, also a history lesson.
Yeah. What were we talking about? I've completely forgotten what we were actually talking about.
There you go. Family curses.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Legacies, basically. Speaking of legacies, it's almost Back to the Future Day.
It is. For me, it's only 3 days away. For you guys, it's 4 days.
Yeah. It's
Why
like you're
should I
living
go
in the
back to
future.
the future.
Actually, I should probably... Knowing my luck, I probably fucking got it wrong, too.
So you guys gonna buy a $20 bottle of Pepsi?
No,
No.
I don't have money for that.
I'm tempted.
I'm broke.
Just to have it.
For
There's
$20 bottle of Pepsi? What?
Yeah, so in the movie, when Marty's in, the future, he goes to the Cafe 80s and he orders a Pepsi, and it's in like a different bottle, and it's called Pepsi Perfect. For the Back to the Future Day, or because it's a big thing, because we're finally hitting the day in the year,
Yay.
Pepsi is releasing Pepsi Perfect, but it's only going to be a limited run. Each bottle is going to cost $20, and it's not like a special recipe. It's just regular Pepsi. Like because when he called it Pepsi, or it was called Pepsi Perfect in the movie, I thought it was like like vanilla Coke or New Coke or Pepsi One. I thought it was going to be some like new
Something a bit different.
Yeah, but yeah, they're
Crystal
just
Pepsi.
I liked Crystal Pepsi.
Me too.
I like Pepsi Blue too. Nobody else did. I liked it though.
That was okay. The it's just going off track, but the holiday Pepsi that they did was pretty good too because it had like ginger to it.
I never had that.
So, because I'm a clueless foreigner, was Crystal Pepsi just see-through Pepsi?
More or
Yeah.
less.
Okay.
Pretty much.
It's coming back if you didn't know.
Ah,
They keep saying
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah,
So-
they've said that like every year.
Well, I mean, if I don't know if you guys know, one YouTuber I follow apparently got it to come back. Like, he got a bunch of notices from Pepsi and did the ad for it and stuff. Pretty cool stuff.
Hey,
Is that
Hal,
that guy that
So-
eats plastic?
apparently something else is coming back too. I mean, apparently for the past 2,000 years, been saying Jesus is coming back, but
What?
Except this time he's really going to come back because he wants he wants to get a Pepsi Perfect and watch Jaws 19.
while riding his hoverboard
Yeah.
with the self-lacing Nikes.
See, the only thing we've had come back, I'm going to go back to that very quickly, was did you guys ever have Mellow Yellow over there?
We still
Yeah.
have Mellow Yellow. It's
Yeah,
Coke-
no, we
or-
left.
yeah,
it
it's Coke's-
disappeared. It disappeared from here for like 10 years, and eventually it did come back. I'm not sure if it's back at the moment. It kind of makes a comeback every once in a while.
I think here it waned for a bit. It was not very popular, and then it's kind of back to just like regular store shelf, wherever
Yeah.
type volume.
It used to be like maybe you could find a Mellow Yellow in a vending machine every once in a while.
Mm.
But then it for whatever reason surges in popularity, and they'll like Walmart will carry it, and or maybe they just sell all they have, and then they wait and they just order a whole bunch, and then it just sits on the shelf for years. So maybe it has been gone, but we haven't noticed it because nobody's buying it, and it just sits there.
I do
Back
like,
to
Like
shit.
Mountain Dew Game Fuel.
I do like
back
Mellow
to-
Yellow though.
The fact that it's shit on the shelf, I'm not surprised it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mellow Yellow, you're better than that. Act your age.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get the Pepsi Perfect, but I know what's going to happen. I'm going to spend
Don't
$20 on the bottle. I'm going to, sit it on my shelf somewhere. I'm going to be like, yeah, that's really cool. I'm not going to open it because then it like loses whatever value it has. But then one day, like months later, I'm going to be out of Pepsi myself, or out of Coke, or out of Mountain Dew. I'm going to have nothing to drink. I don't want to drink water because my allergies, I'll have crap in my throat that I want to burn out with acid. So I'll see that Pepsi Perfect, and I'm like, screw it, and I'll open it and drink it.
That is a pretty cool bottle, though.
Just fill it up with like coffee after, like cold coffee or something afterwards. That kind of looks like.
Oh
Pepsi.
God!
Yeah, but
Ugh.
don't drink it after that point. Just seal it up and then don't never open it again.
And then just tell people, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Can I have a drink? No.
But no, see, that's a bad thing to do because then you get some unsuspecting victim. This is a funny story about my mother. My cousin chews snuff, and I'm sure you can see right where this is going. But my cousin's spit tune was a Pepsi bottle, and he'd always spit his snuff in it.
Oh God!
And my mom came over and she saw it on the thing, and she's like, "Oh, hey, Dennis, is that your Pepsi?" Picks it up, unscrews it, and chugs it. Like, no, mother, that's Briar's spit.
Ugh. Not spit, but it was my grandparents owned a piece of land on a place here in Oregon called the Rogue River. You can get a little piece on the river or whatever. He had that, and every summer he'd go there and just kind of, chill, fish, whatever. But people would come to visit him, and I forget who it was, but some family member of his, on his side of the family, I didn't know, was there. But she was, flicking her cigarette butts into a Pepsi can. And put 'em out. Now, see, the thing is my grandpa doesn't ask. He'll just, he sees that you have a soda open, he'll just walk up and take a drink and then say, "Hope you don't mind, I had a swaller."
I had a swallow of your soda pop.
Yeah. So yeah, he went up and picked it up. It'd been sitting there for like all day. He picked it up and he drank Pepsi mixed with cigarette butts and ash. Yeah.
That's actually worse. I didn't think you could get worse than tobacco spit, but apparently you can.
I'll be right back. I need a bucket.
Oh, we can
Fit in?
get worse. Have I ever told the story on our podcast about when I drank my own pee?
No?
Ew! Are you Bear Grylls?
On purpose
I'm
or by accident?
Accident.
Well, it's a valid question.
So, basically, and I will fully admit, it was an accident, but it was my own fault for being lazy and gross. I was living with, this was when I moved out, not where I live now. I was living with some other people, and the bathroom seemed to always be in use half the time. And one night I had to go, and because of that's a long story. And so anyway, I have nerve damage and everything below my waist. Long story. I'm not going to get into it, but I can't really hold it like I used to be able to. So when I gotta go, I gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
And both bathrooms, we had two bathrooms. Yeah, someone was in one, and the other someone was in the other one. And it was like, okay, either I'm going to piss in this bottle or I'm going to pee my pants.
Yeah.
So I peed in the bottle because I had these Arizona green tea, these really large, fucking jug type
jugs.
bottles. Yeah, had those in my room. Except, well, not the gallon jugs. These were ones that were kind of they were darker brown. You couldn't really see through them.
Right.
So I peed in that.
Oh,
But I was
right,
also
right, right.
drinking.
It's like a quart.
Yeah, but I was also drinking one. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to dump that out as soon as I hear the bathroom door open. I set it down, and then I ended up 20, 30 minutes later, picked up the wrong bottle.
Oh,
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And so I've learned my lesson. If
You
someone's
smell
in the,
before you drink.
No,
just
no,
hold
now
it?
it's no. I just quit peeing in bottles. I quit being gross.
Okay.
Now if someone's in the bathroom, I just kick the door open and pee in the tub.
Like I'm coming
Get out
in.
of the way! Wow.
Next time you do it, just yell "coming in hot" and tackle the door down and
Yep.
go.
Yeah.
Man, I guess I have anything that beats that. We used to have this kid back in first grade that used to shit and piss himself in class all the time.
Ugh.
Like, the worst part about it is I sat right behind him too, so I was like right in blast radius. I was in the area of effect, and basically this kid,
Ground zero.
yeah, this kid every day just like shit his pants and
Did I
piss
give you the
himself.
rest of those quarters?
Mom, I'm talking to my friends.
Did I give you the
Oh no.
Oh God. That was just.
Oh shit.
Okay. Title of this episode: Mom, I'm talking to my friends.
Yep. Oh no. Oh shit.
Oh God. That was...
myself off because I was laughing too much.
See now,
Yeah.
most people would mute their microphone at that point, but no, not then. That's totally staying in.
Yes. No.
Oh, I don't even know what we're talking about now.
Well, we were
Gross
talking about
things.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what? When did everyone see that for the first time, roughly, if they
Oh,
can
I-
remember?
Fourth
Can't
grade.
tell ya.
You got to
Third,
watch it
fourth
at.
grade.
Oh, okay. At school or just when you were that age?
No, I mean, yeah, I was like 8, 9.
See, it's weird because that's and we'll come to this later on. Differences between our languages and stuff. But if I ever say something like if ours was like forms and shit or years or whatever, if I mention one of those, I'm generally talking about when I was at school, not my age in general. Whereas I
Yeah.
find you guys tend to talk about it. You can just mention it as a rough age.
Yeah, I've always just had the habit of anything I talk about when I was a kid and stuff, like instead of saying like, yeah, when I was 7, when I was 12, I'll say like in the 5th grade, when I was in the 5th grade, when I was in the 4th grade, when I was in 8th grade. Like, I don't know why I do that. I just, yeah.
It's a pretty common thing over there. Like a lot of Americans I listen to
Oh.
will say the same thing.
I thought I was special.
Cultural differences. Shit, when did I watch it? I must have been like, I think I was like 9 or 10 when I first saw it.
Was that mine? Was actually, I'd say, more recently, about 5 or 6 years ago for the first time, maybe a little longer. But yeah,
I couldn't even tell you, but I can tell you that I did play the shit out of the NES game.
Oh god.
Which one, the bad one or the really bad one?
The one where you have to, where you're hoverboarding through, and there's a couple things I can remember, like a couple guys they have window panes, and you try not to hit them. And after you get past that level, then you're like in the cafe.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah.
bad one?
I don't know. It depends on your point. Like the first one is not.
I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Oh, then there's a keyboard. But yeah, I don't know. The second one, the first one just seemed like, I don't know, slapped together really fast. The second one has more platform. It's more platforming Mario type elements. But you have to run around and collect keys, and you have to collect items, and then you have to go and do. Then you have to take the items to the time period they belong to. But you can't just take them there. You have to enter a puzzle, and you have to unscramble the word.
Yeah.
So you have to take like a skateboard to 1985, and then you have to unscramble the word skateboard, or type in the word skateboard or whatever. But there's like 30 something objects you have to get,
Ew.
and then then it moves on to Back to the Future Part 3, and then you're walking around as Cowboy Hat Marty.
Movies in the order that they were good. I'm gonna say 2, 1, 3.
Yeah, I'd agree with
Sounds
that.
about right.
I don't know. I used to really not like the third one.
It's
But
it's
now
kind of weak. I mean, it's still a good movie, but it's not as good as the other two.
Yeah, but it's got a certain charm to it now. I would actually say I wouldn't rank it lower than 1. I'd kind of put it on the same level as 1 now.
Fair enough.
It just has a certain charm to me. I kind of like the Wild West sort of theme.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I wasn't that into it, but like now I really like it. But it's also I've kind of started to get a fondness for Wild
Like,
West.
I
movies
want
as
to watch
well.
John Wayne.
Yeah, but now I do. Like, hey, he's old and grumpy like me.
It's Thanksgiving. You know what's on?
Yeah.
John Wayne cowboy movies.
Oh god, my dad used to watch a whole bunch of those.
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims.
Fun times.
Yeah, and I'll say the time travel train was pretty cool. Time machine
Yeah.
powered by steam.
True.
But I always thought the car was way cooler. I used to build DeLoreans out of Legos. I
Yeah.
used to build little. And funny, the thing is, okay, so I had like Legos. I would build a DeLorean time machine out of Legos, and then I would put it. My brother had this like little kid toy train set with like a big like train that went around in a figure 8. So I would put the Lego DeLorean I built. I would put it on his train track and then start his train, and then have his train
Have it
push
push
it
it.
around.
You can actually buy the Lego DeLorean now. Oh, it's
Yeah.
retired. Oh, that's so dumb.
Go to
You can
eBay and
just-
spend a couple $100.
Semi unrelated but relevant. There's a big car show that happens around here on the fairgrounds right across from where I live, and one of the guys that actually lives maybe a couple blocks from me actually has a DeLorean that he's been like investing his life savings into.
Nice.
Nice. I know there's at least one in town here. I seen it at when I was before Zach and I found this apartment. We were staying at his mom's for about half a month, and down the road from her place, I saw a DeLorean in this guy's driveway.
There was one. There was one
Like-
for sale here in New Zealand a while ago. Someone sold it on our version of eBay.
As far as I know, you can still buy them straight from the factory for a pretty penny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have to, because what they do is they don't just build them every day like regular cars. Pretty much they wait for an order to come in, and then they'll build you one off the line.
For what, 100,000, I think?
Something
Or-
like that. Just crazy money.
Because I have
But
played
the,
Sorry, keep going.
The nice thing is, though, is they are off the line, and they're all the original parts for the most part. But they will, for more money, they will put in stuff like a backup camera. The stereos, I believe, are modernized. They're not cassettes. They're MP3 or CD or whatever.
Yeah.
iPod ready.
Satellite radio.
I mean,
You can
I
buy
have money,
old
you know?
ones. If you
Yeah,
want.
you can buy a used one, but they're a luxury car. The reason you buy a DeLorean is
It's
not
because
to,
you like Back to the Future and you want a DeLorean.
Yeah, or you just idolize John DeLorean. It's like,
Okay.
man, he sure did sell a lot of cocaine.
Oh, it
I
doesn't
want
have
to
the
be
price. Damn it.
I want to be part of his legacy. But yeah, it's a luxury car. When you're sitting there, you're like, I need a car to get me from work and home, and in case I need to go to the doctor.
You don't buy a DeLorean.
Yeah, because they're not that powerful. They still have issues with breaking down, and you have to get all the special, like, because it requires all its DeLorean little parts.
Mm.
You can't just like go and grab car parts. Or, I mean, a lot of cars are like that, but it's just DeLorean parts are harder to find.
Basically, what you're saying is you can't get aftermarket parts to replace something that's broken.
Yeah, basically. And then it's like, you'll have a part that's like, well, this is broken, so you go on eBay and you have to find it, and then you find one that's slightly less broken but still kind of works.
Yep.
So they're more for like what this guy uses it for, to take it to this car show and show it off, you know.
Yeah. Look at what I have. I have the car from Back to the Future.
I mean, I have no
Compare
idea if this guy
yourself
just... I mean, I have no idea if this guy actually likes Back to the Future, or he just likes the DeLorean as a whole, but it's still a very nice-looking car.
Hey,
I don't care for the color he has on it, but hey, that's whatever.
Oh,
He
that's-
respects cocaine.
Isn't it?
to me,
It
that
should
is
be
a-
stainless steel grey, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
This guy has it painted, and it's... I
Yeah,
don't
to me-
necessarily... It's like... It's not a gray, but it's more like a white, like a pure white, like a metallic-y looking white, and it's just not a DeLorean to me, like, after that, but hey, it
Yeah.
still looks cool.
No, there was a... Back in Bakersfield, California, where my dad lives, he used to know a guy there that had a DeLorean. He sanded it down and, like, painted it red. But yeah, to me, that is the ultimate sin. Like, if I were a judge and someone came before me, and they're like, oh, what's your crime? Oh, well, I murdered someone. Okay, 20 years in the penitentiary. What's your crime? Oh, I sanded down a DeLorean and I painted it blue.
That's
Death
it.
penalty.
Death!
You're getting a needle in your arm by the end of the night.
The judge actually draws out a sword and just beheads him right then and there.
Hits him with this gavel or whatever they're called. Just throws it at him.
Whack!
No, the sword and, like, the hilt looks like the doors, and then he stabs him with it, and he goes, you know what this sword's made of? Stainless steel.
Next case.
Yep. This man stole from me. My sword still needs some use.
6 months in the county jail.
Unless you apologize for feeling bad.
And polish my sword.
Giggity.
But no, I was gonna say the new Lego game, Lego Dimensions or whatever, where they mix a whole bunch of properties together.
Yep.
Yeah.
The DeLorean, Back to the Future level is pretty cool. You even get like a
Yeah.
little DeLorean, and you get a Marty to play around with, and a hoverboard.
I saw it at GameStop, but it's like $20.
For you guys, they're like $50 over here for us. Basically, it's DLC that you're paying for.
Yeah. It's Sky Lego Anders.
Yeah.
Sky Lego and man.
It's Skylanders. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, some of the puzzles are cool. Like it'll ask you to put the little figures on different parts of the pad thing to do puzzles and shit.
Yeah, like that's the
It's-
Skylanders part of
Yeah.
it.
But it's
Like,
very
I'm sure the
expensive.
games. I'm sure they play like the other Lego adventure games, but as far as like you buy the little, because that's Skylander, you buy little figures and it's like use this guy to break through
Yeah.
something, use this other guy. It's that idea is the Skylanders part, but I'm sure it has the Lego gameplay.
It has some cool stuff there. Like I think they've got Portal, they've got Scooby Doo, they've got Doctor Who.
Why has Scooby Doo got to be in everything?
I don't know. Well, it's weird. Like the main characters are Batman, Gandalf, and that chick from the movie.
Yeah, I've seen the commercial.
Yeah.
Or the whatever trailer.
And I'm like, okay, why those three?
Yeah, I don't know. It just I used to. I don't know. I've gotten this like hipster hatred for Scooby Doo for some reason. I don't really hate Scooby Doo. I grew up watching Scooby Doo and I loved it, but then it just like exploded in popularity, and you see these like middle-aged hipsters wearing Scooby Doo sweatshirts, and I'm just like, no.
Get out of here.
Scooby Doo's my home dog.
Yeah.
We eat Scooby snacks together every day.
I'm like, just because you look like Shaggy doesn't mean you have to like Scooby Doo. I mean, come on.
Casey Kasem's the best voice actor ever.
He was.
Zoinks.
Rips in.
Jinkies.
He's still alive, man.
Is he?
Wait, I thought he died.
No,
Why is it every time someone mentions Casey Kasem, I think he died?
I don't know.
I probably haven't said it on here, but I've probably mentioned it in the past that the guy who voiced Scrooge McDuck is still alive.
Yeah, he's still going.
He's in his 90s, and
Yeah, he's-
the last game they made, he actually came in and recorded.
Yeah.
That
It's-
is true dedication.
Yeah, it
Dude,
is.
the relic, and he's still doing what he loves.
Yeah.
And he did a really good job. You can tell it doesn't sound exactly like the cartoon because he's aged so much.
Yeah.
But he can still do the voice.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Those must be like the worst people to call, like when you call their house, like as a telemarketer. It's like, hello, am I talking to, I don't know, Billy West? He just picks up with like his Farnsworth voice or something.
Good news, everyone. Why are you ringing me?
Good news! You got the wrong number. Now you are doomed.
They call back again, and this time it's the Zoidberg voice. It's like, oh god, this guy again.
Oh, someone wants to talk to me.
It's the robots
Do you
again.
want to be my friend?
Robot.
I have to wonder if those people like order pizza and stuff like that. Like, they just order out and just.
They
do it.
probably get sick of it after like 100 people ask for like a voicemail message from them.
Yeah, probably. Except Steve Blum because he's in everything. I was talking to Jamie about it. I bet. Like me and Jamie get married. Steve Blum's gonna be at our wedding because he just shows up in everything. It's just whatever. And it'll be like,
Who is it that does that? There's another celebrity that does that.
shows up at weddings.
Well, he shows up at all kinds of things. Like he steals people's chips.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. There we go. Yeah, I've seen a
Yeah.
couple of pictures where Bill Murray has actually gone to
Because Bill
someone's
Murray's
wedding.
a dick.
No,
That's
he's
because
not.
Bill
He's
Murray
awesome.
can do what he. Bill Murray can do what he wants. That's
If Bill Murray showed up on my house, I'd be like, "Hey, come in, have a cup of tea."
Bill Murray's at that status where he can walk into your house while you're eating dinner with your family, stand on the table, drop trout, and just take a dump, and they will cheer for him.
Everyone applauds.
Yeah,
and then
he'll
takes a
probably
picture
call
of
them
it.
idiots.
Sign my tits. These are signs of, the leftovers on the table.
Yeah.
That chicken again.
Your chicken sucks. It sucks.
It's terrible.
So what's everyone been up to? Well, I think that's probably enough Back to the Future stuff. Watch the movies on the 21st.
Yep.
I plan on it.
Of course, well, it's funny now. Just kind of go into it as like when I saw it in the 4th grade, it's like, oh, look at how their TV has, picture-in-picture, or they've got like 40 picture, or the kids are like, oh, a video game where you have to play your hands, that's like a baby's toy. And back then, it was like, oh man, I wonder if we'll ever have that. And now we do, and it's, picture-in-picture
terrible.
smart TVs and the Kinect, and I don't want either of it.
Give me a controller and I'm good.
Yeah,
I've seen-
Actually, Microsoft should capitalize on that. They should get Elijah Wood to do like a Kinect commercial to sell all the ones that because they're not bundling in them, bundling them anymore. Just have like Elijah Wood in his like living room, just playing one of them dance games or something, and then he goes, "Hey, this isn't like a baby's toy at all."
Oh, that's right, because it was Elijah Wood, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Elijah Wood as
That's
the kid.
right.
He was
That's right.
one of the kids.
I have
It's a little-
seen.
Sorry.
So that was a little trivia.
I have seen so many. If Marty and Doc came back to the future today, what would happen? Those comments are pretty. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you know right where I'm
No.
going with this.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll stop there.
That's Josh's territory. That's all you, buddy.
yeah,
That's,
no.
that's for a different show that probably will never exist.
Yeah, I'll keep those rants for my personal channel. I don't want everybody who listens to hate you guys too.
But I like pretending I'm a bad guy. Anyway, let's move on a little
Anyway.
bit here.
So-
Sorry, who wants to go first? What have we been doing? Just in general. And games.
Well, yeah, like usually we start the show. When we usually start, we say, "Oh, what have we been playing, mate?" But start with Back to the Future.
What
I
have you all
haven't-
been playing?
Nothing too varied for me. I finally picked up Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. Played that a bit. Been leveling up factions on Mortal Kombat X. Almost done with Special Forces, and then I just have to finish with the Lin Kuei. Trying to get back into Destiny. thinking about giving it a second chance. You know, considering picking up the Taken King.
But
So, you know,
we can come at you, bro, all the time.
yeah. I can also come in. I bought it last night, and I came at you, bro. That sounds wrong.
But I
Mortal
came at you too, bro.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat X has been taking up most of my time because I like fighting games. I'm not the best at them, but I like them, and I like gore, and that's so that's 2 for 2. Speaking of fighting games, though, like I really like Mortal Kombat, and also Street Fighter. Oh yeah, I picked up Dead or Alive 5 last round, played through that. That was fun as well. But Mortal Kombat, it's one of the guys that works on it, Carlos. I don't know how to say his last name. It's like Facina or Facina. I'm not sure, but Carlos. He was actually for the first Mortal Kombat game when they used the digitized actors. He actually played Raiden. So he was the original Raiden. But he's a martial artist. So when they did the 3D games, they did like the martial arts styles. They really, he tried to make them like true to form. So I thought that was pretty cool. But the reason I mention that is because I can't really do martial arts anymore because of, the accident that happened to me. Again, long story, I won't go into it. But I mentioned that because I was on Twitter about a couple weeks ago, and every once in a while I'll get someone who's like an indie dev or promoting a game, they'll follow me, and I'll follow them back, and then they'll send me a DM, like saying like, hey, I'm making this game, check it out. And this one guy, Jason Campbell, let me see if I can get his Twitter handle. His Twitter is @GameDevJAS. I don't know how you would say that. Jazz.
Yes.
Jason, Jace. Yeah, I guess Jace. Yeah, he sent me, he followed me, I followed him back, and he sent me a link. He's got a game on Steam Greenlight called One of Them. And I looked at it, and, to be fair, a lot of times, like, the indie games, I'm not into too many indie games, or it'll be like just, something that's like, that looks okay, that looks interesting, but I'm not into it. But this guy, he's a martial artist, knows his shit, he knows martial arts, so he's trying to keep it like, it's like a platformer like beat 'em up type game, I believe is, I need to like reread. He says he's taking the raw fun of fighting classics like International Karate, adding a pinch of Limbo-esque stylization, and giving a choice, user the choice of how they play the game. Do I fight this guy or do you hide? And there's a story behind it. It's kind of like a classic martial arts movie story. Basically, some ninja clan kills like your family, your clan, but instead of your character running away and like learning how to fight and then coming back and getting revenge on him, the guy you play as in the game, and this is why it's called One of Them, you actually infiltrate and join the clan that killed your people. So then you destroy them from the inside out. Yeah. And I looked it over, I watched the video, and I think it's really cool. So I told him, I said, hey, I actually think this is a really cool idea. I gave him I gave him a thumbs up on the green light. I hope his game gets made. I actually really want to play it. And so, I said, I'm talking about his game just because I think it looks cool. And recent news is, before it was only going to be on PC, though it's still strongly designed for gamepad gameplay, controllers. But he was just going to do PC, Linux, Macs. But recently, there's a good chance it looks like he might get it on the Xbox One.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Or get it on consoles starting with the Xbox One. So yeah, if you're like me, if you're into martial art types games, just look up One of Them on Steam. It looks cool, I think.
Sounds awesome. I'll put a link in there for the green light so people can vote it up.
Yeah, or just look at it, see what they think, and
I'm still gonna forever be thinking one of us, Google Gapple, Google Gapple.
What have you been doing, Alec? Or are you finished, Josh? Sorry.
No, I'm done. I was gonna say, that was my.
Okay.
Now that I've hogged all the airwaves.
Fair enough.
I've not really been doing a whole lot. I've been catching up on Final Fantasy 14 since I took that like 1.5 to 2 month break. Just trying to get caught up before the patch comes. But
In one more
really-
month!
yay! But not really been playing much else aside from that. A little bit of Theatrhythm here and there, but that's just kind of like to kill time. Not on Triple Triad on my phone, but yeah, again, to kill time. Yeah, that's largely it.
Fair enough. Mine and Dan are probably mostly the same, aren't they?
Destiny, eagerly awaiting Black Ops 3, and Tales of Zestiria comes out on Tuesday.
That's right.
I picked up, they had a lot of games on sale, and I picked up the Devil May Cry 4. Devil May Cry 4, and it was like $7 on PlayStation for a few days, so I bought it.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed I missed out on that. I should have grabbed it.
It's Halloween, so I mean, if you're into it, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare might be cheap. Last year I bought it for like $10.
I think that's when I got my copy as well.
Oh, do you have Garden Warfare?
Yeah, I bought it in the end.
Man, we need to play sometime.
We do.
Alright,
It's
so I know
really-
Devin has it as well. We can
You know,
go
it's
play.
that reminds me. It's like every time I know, because you guys are always playing the same games together, and I just think you and Sam and Den, you guys, you need to double date with me and Jamie. Be really cute.
I will kill you.
I wouldn't say it if you two didn't actually bicker like a married couple.
Is this a cue for the thing I keep near my desk?
Oh god, no, put it away.
Oh,
Put
Fine.
it away!
Clunk.
whatever. You don't live in the community, piece of shit.
No, that was still one of the funniest moments, or one of the things that made me laugh so hard from Final Fantasy 14 when we were all in Mumble, and yeah, you know, what's his face was still with us, and me and Jamie were arguing about something, but we were very like the argument was very light and stuff. And he said something like, he's like, oh, it's like you guys are married or something. And then Den and Sam, you two started arguing about something else, but you were like really into it. And then he just busts up laughing.
And then I'm like, why don't you guys just fucking get it over with already?
And he's like, holy shit, you guys are more married than Dravian and Shy are.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's good
Hey, if you
times.
can't argue with someone, then they're not your friend.
That's true. It's like how you say hello to people. You're like, oh hey everybody, what's going on? How you say hello to your friends? Hey dumbass, eat a dick.
Every time I jump on PSN, the first thing he says is "fuck you." I'm like, okay.
At least I said it last night. I said "Lávate las manos."
And we're all like, what?
Las manos.
We all shrugged and had no idea what he was talking about.
American Dad.
Is it? I haven't watched that for a while.
Yeah, it's when Roger tricks Steve into going to a drug dealer's house where they're
Oh,
cooking
right.
meth. Yeah,
He was basically acting like it was Hogwarts.
yeah, he thought it was like a
Ah, yeah.
Hogwarts or
It was
something. And
potions making class.
yeah, and the guy told him "Lávate las manos," which means wash your hands.
Ah.
But Steve thought it was a magic spell. So when the guys come up to attack Roger and him, they're all shooting at him. His glasses break, and he's just waving around a chopstick, saying, going, "Lávate las manos."
Is that still going? I assume it is.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it is. I
But
know
then, meanwhile, Roger is totally being Scarface.
yeah. I'm incredibly focused right now.
What have I been doing? Destiny. I went to Australia for a few days about a month ago. That was fun.
Oh yeah, you did. Why did you do that?
Just
You
for a
went home.
holiday.
He went back to visit the family.
I don't know. I always figured that when New Zealanders go to Australia, like just based on stereotypes, it's just like when the rich people go to laugh at the rednecks.
Apparently, sometimes they really hate us. So Oh well, whatever.
Oh no,
Those who live over there. If you go and live over there, the Australians don't like you much. But if you just go to visit, they're very nice.
as long as you don't stay.
Yeah, don't stay, and you're fine.
Well, they're worried
You're
you're gonna
come take my job, mate.
Yep.
They're worried you're gonna eat all their Vegemite and drink all their Fosters. Boomerang, koala.
I ban that Vegemite, man.
I hate all those things.
Yeah, I bought a Foster's once just to, I'm gonna buy a Foster's. I'm gonna drink the Australian beer. Oh god, it was terrible.
Does it taste like piss?
It was the worst thing ever.
Did it taste like your piss?
No,
It
close.
was someone else's.
Yeah, tasted like Crocodile Dundee's piss. Or,
No, I did a few
piss.
things while I was over there. Went to Australia Zoo, the one that Steve Irwin ran.
Oh,
His
nice.
daughter there?
Yeah, she wasn't there at the time, but
Oh,
she
that's
does.
fine.
Is it a collection of every animal he stuck his thumb in his butt?
No, there's a lot of crocodiles though. A lot of crocodiles.
You should take a selfie
yeah.
with a crocodile.
No, you wanted me to capture a dingo.
You never brought me a dingo, you jackass.
Oh,
I
they
was
were
so looking-
expensive. They were like $50. I'm like, I'm not paying $50 for a dingo.
Wait, $50 for a dingo?
Is
It
it
was
clamshells?
like a
or-
plush one.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought you meant a real dog. I'm like,
No,
dogs are like hundreds of
I don't know if you
dollars.
can actually get dingo. You can probably get like a dingo crossed with something, but I don't think you can get like a pure dingo over there.
Dingo cross with German Shepherd.
Hey,
something like
I've seen the Mad Max movies. He had a dingo.
It was probably a dingo-looking dog.
Yeah.
Hang out,
Well, I
dingo.
shouldn't say movies. I should say documentaries.
It is happening. It will happen.
Yeah.
No, dingoes. They actually look like those friggin' what are they called? Shiba dogs.
Shiba Inu, my
Yeah,
favorite dog
they
ever.
actually look like those kind of dogs.
They look like the dingoes I've seen. They look like the tough guy version of a Shiba.
Yeah, if they're
Because Shibas
Wow.
are
if they've been working out.
Yeah, because Shibas look to me, they look huggable and lovable.
Yep.
They just have shitty attitudes.
Yeah. They're like cats almost in that kind of way.
Yeah, basically, they have cat attitude. It's a dog with a cat attitude. It's like, I want to get a dog, but I want it to ignore me.
Like a cat. Done. What else did we do? Oh, we just mucked about. We went to... I won't even try and pronounce the place because I can't remember. But it was just like a little beach resort kind of town, so it was nice. It was really hot though, compared to over here.
I think they call it Sydney.
And it wasn't Sydney. It was one of the little ocean coast towns, so... It was nice though. It was
The
good.
Great Barrier Reef.
It was near there.
I think it's kind of hilarious and sad that I believe I know for me it's true, and I think it's true for Den and Alec as well, that most of our knowledge of Australia comes from movies
Let's
and
see, what
TV
movie?
shows.
Hang on.
I was gonna say I watched a lot of Crocodile Hunter when I was younger.
Then there's that.
Well, it was Animal
there's-
Planet, so everyone did.
There's another movie I watched. I think it was called like Rescue Down Under or something. I watched that.
Yeah,
God.
Rescuers Down Under is Chip and Dale, man.
Kangaroo Jack.
No, I
There's
never
that.
watched that because it was lame.
Yeah, I never.
Um,
I actually never watched Steve Irwin. Like I watched him a little bit. Like it was, but I was never like into him.
Here's the thing: I watched it a lot because my dad liked to like poke fun at it for some reason. Like he would do like his own little voiceover things for it,
So he'd Mystery Science 3000.
basically, and also a little bit of South Park next day. I'm gonna stick my thumb up its butt.
Oh, I'm taking. I'm gonna stick my thumb right up its butt.
I don't
Yeah.
think he ever did that. That was a
I feel
South
like-
Park thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, but they were poking fun about how he, because most of Steve Irwin's show, don't get me wrong, the guy was smart and the guy was pretty, adventurous for what he did, and it's sad that he died. But most of his show was him going up to poisonous, deadly animals and agitating the shit out of them.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, this snake could kill one man with his venomous bite, so I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
pick
take
it
this
up."
stick here. I'm gonna stick it on there. I'm gonna pick it up all tail. Oh shit, a beaut.
Oh, see that? She's
Up
trying
that
to bite
girl.
me because she doesn't like any part of what I'm doing.
Oh no.
No, it was like admit I was never into his show. I didn't hate his show. When I did watch it, it was entertaining, and he knew his stuff. But it was
Yeah.
it was kind of amusing that he would just see these deadly snakes.
Look
and
at that!
then Grab a
Ah!
stick. Yeah.
Just jump on things. It's like a random crocodile, just jump
That
on it.
reminds me of
Ha-ha!
one of the episodes that they were like mowing at the zoo, and he gets like the lawnmower like real close to one of the crocs, and it just starts tearing the shit out of the lawnmower. Oh, I think I pissed her off. She didn't like the noise of that lawnmower, I don't reckon.
Didn't
was-
much right care for that there, did he?
There was a lot of well, I mean at the zoo there was still like there's still like posters and stuff with him on it, on talking
yeah?
about all the
Yeah.
not conversation, conservation. There you go.
Is it all in memoriam?
They don't really. I mean, they just show like they had a show in the main arena where they had a whole bunch of animals do tricks. Well, not tricks. So they had a whole bunch of birds would fly around like part of the
Yeah.
actual arena and onto parts of the audience, the seating as well. And then they had right at the end they had a crocodile come out. And they did stuff with they.
Did he ride a unicycle?
Nobody, no, I didn't quite explain it properly. Basically, they just had the crocodile come out, and people were like, "Oh, a crocodile," and they're like, "Watch out, it's dangerous." And then one of the keepers would, do dumb things, and
Poke it with a stick.
I didn't quite poke it with a stick, but he'd splash around and get it to try and attack. Well, not attack him, but come close to him anyway.
Just agitating the shit out of it.
Yeah, and then at the end, they played a whole video about Steve Irwin and what he did, etc.
Hey guys, let's play with these. What we consider to be the closest thing to a dinosaur.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it was just nice. I mean, if you're ever in Australia, go and see it because I mean, it's still pretty cool if you like zoos
Yeah, like-
and shit like that.
I'd like to check it out. It'd be pretty cool. Actually, it's I always thought it was kind of cool. It made me feel kind of cool. Just I don't know. His wife, she's from Eugene, Oregon, and that's when I lived in Drain, this small town. We had to go to Eugene if you wanted to go do anything. So just the
Hey,
fact that his
Eugene.
wife was from my area kind of
Yeah.
made me feel special. It's like a little piece of me was married to Steve Irwin.
Oh. But I know his kids are trying to. Well, his daughter anyway is continuing on his conservation stuff.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
She was
Cool
on
stuff.
Dancing with the Stars. I'm like, oh, okay,
Plus-
yeah, you're the American one anyway.
I don't watch TV like that, so I didn't know that.
Yeah. She did alright. Apparently, she was winning. I mean,
So is
I
Charlie
don't know
Sheen.
how you win at dancing. I assume you dance better than everyone else.
Yeah, basically. Dancing with the Stars is like one person, one celebrity, and then they do it. They practice a dance all week, and then they do a dance in front of some judges, and then the judges are like, "I like yours a little bit better than the other person's."
Let's
You
see
get an 8.
dance, sucker. You got nothing on me.
So yeah,
Fucking South Park.
but yeah, that was my my trip. Other than that, Destiny 14.
Oh yeah, we were talking about video games.
Yeah, that's about it, really. I'm working on my house while I'm still unemployed.
Unemployed by your choice.
I'm working on getting a job again, so I'll have a job very soon.
Patch will drop and you'll be back in work.
Yep. But like, no, that's probably when 3.1 comes out, that'll be the day that I get a job. Be like, no.
Probably.
God
But then you'll only be able to pester us 10 times a week to do a podcast instead of 20.
damn. You guys love it.
No, I do.
I live for it.
Senpai
I
noticed
can't-
me.
I contemplated drinking bleach, but in the end, I decided.
Shit.
Anyway, there's not. Well, I don't know. There hasn't been a huge amount of news. I know the Deus Ex pre-order thing. They were going to do like some weird pre-order bonus shit.
Yeah, it was
I
like
had to
rip-off.
unlock it in
was-
tiers by
Yeah, the
having
more
a
people
certain
who
amount of
pre-ordered it-
pre-orders entered.
In the end, they're just like, oh, nobody actually
Yeah,
likes this
basically.
idea.
Because people complained about it, which made perfect
Yeah, it
sense.
was
There was no
terrible.
reason for them to do that.
I don't know what they were offering with each unlock, but basically the general idea was this. Pre-order the game, and if, X amount of people pre-order it, then everyone who pre-orders it will get this little desk calendar. If the amount of pre-orders becomes double that, then everybody will get a Deus Ex robot hand statue. If that gets doubled again, then everybody who pre-orders it will get the first 2 things, plus this other... It was like Kickstarter shit.
Kind of, yeah. It had it was all digital stuff, but
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what they were offering. I just remember.
It was like, yeah, it was normal DLC shit, like, or not DLC, but pre-order stuff like extra bonus costumes, guns, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
like
I
that's
think
how
the
it was explained to me. Basically,
yeah,
you get if it only gets so many, if it doesn't get enough pre-orders, everybody's just going to get something kind of small and shitty. Then then if they get the next tier, it's kind of a little bit better, and the next tier kind of, then it's whatever.
I think the big one at the end was if enough people pre-ordered, they released the game like a week early
Yeah,
for the pre-order people. But then they're like,
Damn.
oh, people didn't like this thing, so we'll just here's your pre-order stuff.
yeah, just have all the stuff. And everyone's like, cool, thanks, Square. Don't do anything like this again. Oh, don't worry, we're just going to put 1 million microtransactions in Tomb Raider.
Crap. That's right. Call of Duty is doing something as well like that. If you've played the other games, like if you played either Ghost, Advanced Warfare, or Black Ops 2, and on the same account you have Linked, you get like a camo, a calling card, a special reticle. If you at least got level 10 in one of them, you get the calling card. It looks pretty cool. It's like a golden skull looking thing. If you got to rank 31 plus, you get like a cool looking reticles. One's like a PlayStation D-pad. There's another one that looks I'm not sure what it is. I have to look at it again. And then there's like a zombie face. Like you get like a zombie face looking thing as a scope, and its eyeballs are the reticles. Looks pretty cool. And then the last one is if you've at least prestiged in one of those games, you get like a 3D dynamic looking camo. It's got like all the prestige emblems on it, and they're all like shiny and sparkly and such like that.
Assassin's Creed does it as well, where if you play the previous games, they'll give
Let's
you
see.
rewards.
I'm kind of worried. I really hope it carries over because, remember, I sort of got banned.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I won't say why. Oh, I know one piece of news. Oh, go ahead. I didn't know.
Do I have to tell people why, or do you want to just
No,
let that
let's
out?
not.
No.
Okay.
We're not famous enough for that yet. We have to wait until we're Charlie Sheen famous to get away with murder. But no, what I was going to say, one piece of news I know is Peter Moore, guy used to work at Sega, worked with Microsoft for a while. Now he's president of EA.
Fully endorses Sonic Boom.
Yeah, you know me, I'm always shitting on EA and their basically the way they do things. But Peter Moore has came out and said, I don't know exactly the quote of it, but basically he thinks remastered games are bullshit. And I'm just like, wow, when the president of EA is saying that, maybe we should take a serious look at remastered games.
It depends on the game.
I don't know.
And how long ago it came out.
I understand a couple remasters, but like the Devil May Cry HD collection, like that, putting it on a, so it fits flat screen TVs better or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. That's chill. Why do I say stupid things like that's chill?
That's
But when
dope,
it's
bro.
like-
That's sick. Dang.
But games like The Last of Us and
Yeah.
Gears of War, I don't really think those need re-release.
Yeah, The Last of Us was kind of weird because I think the main reason was the fact that it came out so close to the PS4 actually being released. That they're
Yeah, but
like,
it's-
hey, we could pick up those people as well.
Yeah, but like someone will say Alec or my friend DJ could be like, oh man, are you going to get an Xbox One? Maybe. Kind of want to play Halo 5. Oh, but there's a Gears of War HD collection. I have a 360. I don't have that good a vision. Like, I don't need glasses, but I don't think the difference between the Xbox One version of Gears of War and the 360 version of Gears of War is going to be that much. Just like The Last of Us, I couldn't really tell.
But it's 60 frames per second, bruh.
It really depends. Like, I hear the Uncharted collection is really, really good. Like, the upscaling on it is actually has been well done.
Yeah. But
I mean,
God of War now has been HD'd twice, I think. Isn't there a God of War HD collection coming to PS4?
Is there?
Or maybe it was just a rumor. Oh, I better not talk about things I'm not sure of.
Yeah.
I know they remastered on PS. Oh, I think it's God of War 3. Just they're remastering 3.
Yeah, they were doing one of them.
Yeah, God of War 3 remastered for PS4.
Ah.
But it was God of War 1 and 2 were remastered for the PS3. God of War 3 is being remastered for the PS4. But really, how long is it before they come out with a God of War collection 1, 2, 3 Ascension for PS4?
Yeah. I mean, if it's an old PS2 game, then I don't mind much because it's probably difficult to try and get the game now.
Yeah, like PS2 games, PS1 games, Xbox original games. I kind of get that, but like I'm saying, like Devil May Cry HD 1 through 3 HD. I get it.
Did
Final
they do
Fantasy
that?
X HD. Devil May Cry 1 through 3. It's remastered on PS3 and 360. I believe 360. I know I have the PS3 version. I don't know. I don't have a 360 version, so. But I assume.
I must have missed that. Huh.
Yeah. No, it's it was remastered with like trophies and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, like that stuff I kind of get, but Last of Us and Gears of War, But one of the reasons people keep saying, at least for the PlayStation 4, the reason there's so many remasters on the PlayStation 4 is because so many people who own a PS4 didn't own a PS3.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many people went from 360 to PS4.
I think that's honestly the biggest thing. Like with the Uncharted collection, not only do I hear the Uncharted collection is pretty good, like Sam said, but a lot of people who have never played Uncharted, like I myself have never played 2, but I played 1 and 3.
There was something that says like 80% of PlayStation owners have never played Uncharted.
Which is sad because it was a really good series.
No, they were amazing games. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Uncharted
See,
who I did play.
I can say they look good. I'm one of the 80%. I want to play them. It's on my list of I will eventually play them. It's just haven't gotten around to it.
The only one I haven't played fully is the Vita one.
Yeah. See, I'll probably get around to it. I need to at least perform Sub-Zero's Fatality 1 million more times before I play it.
And then I'll go and do it.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I suppose to round out, I've been threatening this for a while.
Threatening.
Yep. You guys like to give me shit about how I talk, so I'm going to give you guys a quiz and see how much you actually remember of the things that I say. So it's
kangaroo.
it's the slang quiz. Someone come up with some music. I don't know.
When he says trebler, he means traveler.
Alright, so I've got 3 lists here. When I say, I'll say a piece of slang. You guys have to tell me if it's A, Australian, B, New Zealand, or C, British.
Why isn't it A, Australian, B, British?
Oh, shut up!
C, New
Because
Zealand.
that's the way the tabs are facing. Just say which one you
Zealand.
think it is. So I don't know if you want to act as a team, or if I ask you guys questions each, or
I feel like
Teamwork.
it should be
Teamwork?
Fine. I wanted to be a lone wolf, but
Well, if you want to do that, that's fine too, man. I'm just working
I
together
just-
as a team. We have a higher chance of success.
Yeah, but I feel like
really.
be like.
All right, Sam, you decide.
So,
You're
juice.
the judge.
I'll ask all of you guys, and you come back
Okay.
with the answer. Okay. For some of them, there might be 2 answers. Like one or more answer might be correct.
Yeah, don't you guys share a couple slang words?
We do.
Like you both have wallabies, right?
No, we do actually.
Oh.
Okay. If I was to say to you that I am knackered,
That's
I suppose
Australian.
the first question is, do you know what it means? And then the second question is, who says it?
I assume you mean you're naked, and it sounds Australian.
British, angry.
You said naked as an Nekkid.
Knackered. N-A-C-K-E-R-E-D.
Oh, naked.
I suppose I
would say
shouldn't
it's
spell it.
Australian. That sounds Australian.
Okay. Yeah, Australian is normally. We also do say it over here as well. It means it means I'm tired.
Yeah.
If I'm naked, I am tired.
See, the thing is, I've never heard you actually say that.
Well,
Right.
some of the things I'm sure I've said I'm naked before.
Don't think so.
You say Chuck a lot.
Chuck. I
So
won't do that
let
one
me
then.
get. I'm gonna see if I can find.
No, put the Google away.
No, I'm getting my scratch paper. I'm gonna keep score.
Okay. So you guys got that one.
Well, we got
Uh,
one. I'll do it this way. I'll keep scores, and if we get the definition of the word right, that's 1 point. If we get the location right, that's another point.
Okay.
So me and Alec each got 1.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Belt up.
Repeat that?
Belt up.
Belt up.
Belt up.
Yeah, probably about that. British. Working hard.
Is it a shirt? No.
I'm gonna say New Zealand.
I'll go with Australia. I don't know. I'll just guess.
Generally, it's British,
Oh.
Yes.
and it actually means shut up.
Really?
Yep. If you tell someone to belt up, you tell them to shut up.
Oh, there's a bell top. Like, oh god, I'm stupid
Belt
as
up.
hell. Okay.
Listen.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
belt up.
Yeah, belt up.
Like wrap a belt around your mouth?
Oh my god.
Kinky. Here we go. Okay, next one. Having a blue.
That's New Zealand. And I'm gonna say it means depressed.
I'll second that one as well.
Sure, I'll ride the train.
You're all wrong. It's Australian.
What?
I have a blue,
Yes.
mate.
If you're having a blue, you're having an argument or a fight.
Way to go, Josh. You let us down.
I did. I'm thinking too much in the American box because, blue meaning depressed. Why so blue, Panda Bear?
All
We're
right.
so stereotypical.
Ready for the
Koala
next
bear.
one?
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Yep.
She'll be right.
That just sounds like a sentence.
She'll
Sounds like
be
Australian.
right.
Australian. Not sure meaning.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like,
go
she'll be
Australia.
alright. It'll be alright.
I don't know a definition though. I can't think of anything. I know it's not. I don't think it's gonna be that.
She'll be right back. I'll just throw it out there. I don't know. Whatever. Go.
Yeah, Australian.
Do we all answer?
Yeah. Australian.
New Zealand.
Really?
Yep. We basically, yeah, if what it means. She'll be right. Yep. No problems.
No.
Or, it's okay.
So I do get a point for that, right?
Yes, you get the
Yeah.
point for that.
Balls!
No, Den said the same thing. He got it. Yeah.
I think you said balls.
This is a good one. Sus. Like, I need to suss it out.
New Zealand. Someone's typing.
No Googling, you cheat.
Yeah.
No, stop Googling.
I'm gonna say New Zealand.
I hear that.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
Doing it on purpose.
Sam, he's cheating. Disqualify him.
I know.
I'm going with British.
Yeah. British and deal with it. To deal with it.
I'll say New Zealand. I say it means sleep on it.
Okay, it's New Zealand, so Josh was right. Basically means to investigate. It's short for suspect, like I need to suss it out. It means I need to go and have a look at that thing first. Or he looks a bit sus, so he looks a bit suspect.
Interesting.
What's the next one? Let's go with... this is a good one. Chuffed.
Shuffed?
Chuffed.
British means messy.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one.
I'm going Australian.
Any idea what it might mean?
No.
It's British.
Damn.
If you're chuffed, you are pleased about something.
Huh.
The common phrase is chuffed to bits.
Yeah, it sounded British. It sounded like... What I'm going off, if it's going to be British, it's going to sound like something somebody would say when they have a mouthful of peanut butter.
Let me see, what else can I do?
Do chili box so we can all get it right.
Rudy Tooty Point and Shooty, I know that one.
Playing silly buggers.
That's Australian.
That is Australian. And I'm going to say it's... What it means is it's when two gay dudes rub wieners. Because I can't... What'd you say, Dan?
I'm gonna say British unsure definition.
Oh.
It's Australian.
Yay.
It means messing around, wasting time.
So
Stop playing silly buggers.
So I get 2 points.
Yes.
Because I got the definition right.
No, you didn't.
What'd you say again?
He said two dudes
Basically-
rubbing wieners.
Oh no, that's not even fucking close.
It sounds like a waste of time to me. Literally, it'd be like if I was gay.
By
and
the
some
way-
guy was like,
I'm pretty sure that's what they call willy bangers.
no, see, if I was gay and some dude was like doing that with me, I'd be like, can we stop wasting time and get to the butt? But fine, I'll just get 1 point, whatever.
No butt, just mouth.
We'll do 3 more. Okay. Wop wops.
Wop, wop.
Fucking Australian.
That Australian, and it means stupid kids.
I'm going with New Zealand for definition.
Dan's right. It is New Zealand. The wop wops are basically the middle of nowhere. Another version of that is the boonies. So if I say you live out in the wop wops, you live out in the middle of nowhere.
Wop, wop,
Wop wops.
Totally
guys
used
come
that
up with
word
these
from now on.
All right, this one might stump you a little bit. Stubby.
British.
Australian.
3, all of them, because yeah. Why not?
Well, you have to pick one.
Oh, I thought you said that they share.
You have to pick one.
British.
Means stupid, doesn't it?
It is Australian and New Zealand.
See, if I went all 3, it would have been fine.
That's not an answer, though. You can't just answer all of them.
And then you made me have to go down, and I was like, well, you know what?
You
Since
still could have said
you know,
New Zealand.
the
You
mother
just say New
country,
Zealand or Australia.
Yeah. I just said pick one, and then if you picked one of those two, you would have had it right.
Oh, I picked the other one.
You did. Which basically a stubby is either a can of beer or very short shorts that men wear.
You want to know how...
They've got like
Look,
a weird pocket in them that no one can actually use.
Kid
I mean,
right hand suit.
that fuck boys
I-
wear.
No.
I gotta be honest here. Do you know how I knew that was from Australia?
Yeah.
Moonstralia from Borderlands.
Did they talk about stubbies?
They mentioned it a few times. I'm like, I'm just gonna say it.
No, they're very they're like shorts with they got like a weird pocket that like it's supposed to be for your key, but no key can fit in there.
I'm sure
Alright,
he
so
could
that's-
fit in there.
Last one. Let's see if I can find one that I actually say a fair amount.
Spritzing. Wheelie bins.
Yeah. Ah, we'll go for it. Bugger.
Fuck off. All 3 of those places.
You have to
Yeah.
pick one.
Britain.
Yeah, we're gonna go with New Zealand.
British. It means yeah. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Either English or New Zealand. We both say it.
English, because it originated.
It did originate there. Yeah, basically, if you tell someone to bugger off, piss off. It's a
Yep.
it's a politer way of saying shit or fuck or something like that. Can also mean something else, but we won't say that one.
What is it? It sounds interesting.
On this show,
Josh mentioned it earlier.
two dudes rubbing wieners?
The other bit.
Oh.
The next part
What?
on from there.
Right to the butt.
Yeah.
I think if it's something I've already said, we should just go ahead and say it.
Yeah. So yeah, so there we go. So you got how many points did you get?
Well, of course, I am the champion with 7 points. Alec and Den tied with 5.
I'll go over a couple more very quickly. I'll just tell you what it is. Bonza mate, that's an Australian one. You know, good
Yeah,
job.
you say made on there, so.
Good job. Fair dinkum. I mean, someone is genuine. That's also Australian. All of those are pretty dumb. What else do we say in New Zealand? We say like, if I scull something, it means, do you guys have that? Like drink something very quickly.
Pound.
I suppose. Oh, you call it like chug or something. I suppose we
Chug,
we
yeah.
say skull.
Yeah, pound your drink. Chug your drink. I know you say you don't call Z Z, you call it Z.
Z. Yep. I do say sweet as occasionally, don't I?
Yeah, though last night when we were running around Destiny and you were talking about New Zealand players putting NZ in their name,
Yeah.
you kept calling it NZ.
Or like the new Brazilians.
Yeah.
True.
Burr.
Burr?
Burr.
We'll just stop it there.
Are you
Sounds like
born
a band.
retarded?
So basically, the general rule is if it sounds like something someone would say with a mouthful of peanut butter, it's British. If it sounds like something a drunk person would say, it's Australian. If it sounds something an uneducated person would say, it's New Zealand.
This
But
is a
what
good one.
about the Tucker sack and the Billabong in the sky?
Oh god.
The what?
This is a good one. I like this one. This is a British one. Arse over elbow.
Don't you
I've
mean
never heard-
arse?
Arse over elbow. It means head over heels. But if you fell over, you went arse over elbow.
I never heard Charlotte say that.
You can also say, she might have said this one, arse over tit.
Don't think so, but that sounds like something she would say.
That's the same thing. You went arse over tit. You fell over.
Like head over heels?
It can be in the same thing, yeah.
Who started cheeky? Was that British or Australia?
You cheeky bastard.
I don't know.
Okay, we can Google now.
Yeah, you can Google
Oh.
things now if you want.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
we're
we
finished
go.
with the test. I forgot.
Or ta-ra, that's a good one. That means goodbye. Ta-ra!
Urban Dictionary.
Toodles.
Cheeky is a word used by English people like myself. It's a word used to describe someone who does something or says something sort of disrespectful and sometimes rude, but says it in a cunning way.
You cheeky bastard.
Student says, "Miss, I like your sweet patches." Or, "I like your sweat patches. I think they look nice against the lovely brown dress you're wearing today." Teacher says, "Don't be cheeky." Or don't be so cheeky.
And yonks is a good word.
The
Means that
second
It's a long time.
The second Urban Dictionary entry says, "Cheeky, Harry Styles." Who's the cheekiest in the X Factor house? Immediate answer, Harry Styles.
Alright.
He must be a pretty cheeky guy.
Shit, I think he's from like One Direction or something. I
Why
think.
would you know that?
Oh, because British things come through every once in a while.
They're British?
I'm half British.
No, I mean One Direction.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know shit about him. Harry Edward Styles is an English singer-songwriter known as a member of the boy band One Direction. Oh. He made his debut as a singer with his band White Eskimo, who performed locally in Holmes Chapel, Cheshire, England.
See, Sam is actually a oneer, or whatever the hell they call him.
No, I am
Yeah.
not.
No, that I do know. They call him a directioner.
Oh, whatever. Directioner, that's retarded.
It is.
Yeah.
That's BR.
We should just go through one day and just click through the random button on Urban Dictionary and take turns reading
See what comes
shit.
up.
Yeah, why can't they come up with a more believable, a term that makes more sense, like Beaver Believer?
Oh fuck. No. Anyway, I think we'll finish up there. That was a bit of fun.
It was good times.
Very good time.
Indeed. All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll go through the normal stuff. What have we got? Check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/pixelexile. Twitch, the same thing, or twitch.tv/pixelexile. We do stream every once in a while. Twitter, @pixelexile. Basically anything pixelexile will come up.
Basically, Google search Pixel Exile is probably us. You can search for us. Yeah. Pixel Exile on Facebook, Pixel Exile on Twitter. Facebook I'm using to post all those basically dumb memes that you're tired of seeing. If you want to be even more tired of seeing them, like us on Facebook.
Check us out there as well. Alright, we'll be back. Hopefully we won't be a month next time we do the next one. I say with angry looking eyes.
And remember, the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
Indeed.
Okay, Doc.
And thanks. And Mum, don't forget, I'm talking to friends, so leave me alone. Oh, no. Josh has died. Alright. See you later, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you for listening to the Midnight Fusion podcast. If you like what we do, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also check us out on the web at www.pixelexile.com or through social media at facebook.com/pixelexile1 or twitter.com/pixelexile. Want to watch our goofy gameplay? You can watch us attempt to stream at twitch.tv/pixelexile. Again, thanks for listening.